Greetings to you all, dear viewers. It is always a pleasure for me to stand in front of you all so that I can share the good news of Matthew 25:6 so that all the children of God can be enlightened. I am your humble servant, Sister Beyonce Moalisi, back with a new guest. So it is Zimbabwe that will be the next country to receive the man of God, the Prophet Kacou Philippe. Today, I receive for you all an apostle of the Prophet Kacou Philippe from Zimbabwe, so stay tuned. Greetings to you, Apostle, and welcome to our set. We are very happy to have you here. As this is the very first time we receive you, I kindly ask you to introduce yourself to all those who follow you at the moment.
Okay, my precious sister, thank you so much for the opportunity that you gave me to appear on your platform, to come and share the word of God and also share this great event that is happening in the entire world by a prophet who is called Kacou Philippe. I am Brian Nkomo here in Zimbabwe, a disciple and an apostle of Prophet Kacou Philippe. Thank you so much for having me on your set.
Thank you so much, dear Apostle. Without further delay, let's start with the event that will soon take place all over the world. Apostle Brian, after South Africa, you will be the next country to receive the only true man of God for this generation. Can you please explain to our viewers how the people in Zimbabwe are preparing to receive this man of God?
Okay, my sister, to answer your question, first of all, I would like to say everything is progressing well this side in Zimbabwe. The brothers and sisters, they are doing what they can so that they can make the population to be aware of this event. So far, the radio stations broadcasting this information. The TV stations are also broadcasting this information concerning the arrival of Prophet Kacou Philippe here in the country on the 3rd of April. So how are people getting prepared to receive a prophet of God? There are many things that can be done for people to, actually I can say there are many things that we are doing for us to prepare the people to receive the prophet of God. But the most important element that we want to impact or we want to put in the hearts of the people is faith. Because it is written in the Bible in 1 John chapter 5 that faith is the victory over everything. So this is the most important element as we are expecting to receive Prophet Kacou Philippe in our country. So even the people that will be coming to the prayer lines, that will be coming to the healing services, they must have faith. So we are doing what we can so that we can explain to the people that they have to come with the faith that they have. And we know in Hebrews chapter 11 what faith produces. And we read about Enoch in Hebrews chapter 11, what faith did to him. We read about other prophets that are mentioned in Hebrews chapter 11 of what faith did in their lives. So faith is the most important element that we want to put in the hearts of the people as they are waiting to receive Prophet Kacou Philippe. And we know that without faith we cannot please God. And when we are going to consult God, when we are going to seek help from God, we must have faith. So what we are doing is that we are putting people in this disposition of faith so that when they come to the healing services, they believe that when the prophet will pray for them, they will be healed. So the most important element that we are putting in the hearts of the people is faith, so that whenever they come to these healing meetings, they come with the faith that when the prophet will pray for them, everything will disappear in their life that has been tormenting them for many years, that have been troubling them for many years. So I can say this is the most important element that we want to share with the people as they are waiting to receive the prophet of God. And also we are explaining to them the type of the prophet that is coming to the country, that Kacou Philippe is a prophet like the prophets of the Bible. He has a message and he is coming to the country to perform these healing services so that he can actually show the people the truthfulness of this message that God gave to him. So this is what we are doing so that we can get people ready to receive the prophet of God, who is Kacou Philippe.
Thank you very much, dear Apostle Brian. So I will ask you the same question I asked the apostle from South Africa. Can you please explain to our viewers how you became an apostle of a prophet who is not from your country?
Okay, my sister, thank you so much for the question. How did I receive the message of Prophet Kacou Philippe? I received the message of Prophet Kacou Philippe through my former pastor when I was in the evening time message. Because before I came to the message of Prophet Kacou Philippe, I was in the message of William Maron Brenner. So it was my former pastor who came to us as an assembly, and he introduced us to the message of Prophet Kacou Philippe. So that's how I received the message of Kacou Philippe, and it was in the year 2016. And in the same year, after, I can say after a month, having known that there was a prophet after William Maron Brenner, I got baptized in this message, and I started to follow the message of Kacou Philippe, and I started to spread this message around me. So how did I end up becoming an apostle of a prophet who is in Ivory Coast, yet I am here in Zimbabwe? I can say that for some people it is astonishing to hear that a man is an apostle. But we know that this is there in the Bible that we read. Peter was an apostle of a man who was called Jesus of Nazareth. John was an apostle of a man who was called Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus of Nazareth, whom people they say they worship, he was also a man walking here on the earth. And because he was also a man, some people do not believe in him. Because some they say, we believe in God, we don't believe a man. Yet God manifests himself through a man. So how did I end up being an apostle of Prophet Kacou Philippe? So when I received this message and I got baptized in this message, I started to work here in the country to share the message with the people and spread it in everywhere, in many places that I went to present this message. So it is the prophet who sees the gift in a man, and he calls that man into ministry. We know that according to Ephesians 4 verse 11, God has given some to be apostles, evangelists, and so on. But how does God establish them? It is through a prophet. And for one to become an apostle, there must be a gospel for a generation that you must preach. And this gospel comes through a prophet messenger in a generation, or what we call a major prophet in a generation. So it's a major prophet that brings a gospel for his generation, and then the ministers of the gospel, who are the apostles, the church prophets, the evangelists, and so on, they have to be echoes of that message. So for one to become an apostle or a minister of the gospel, he must be established by the living prophet of his time. So this is what happened to me. When I received this message, it is the prophet who saw the gift in me, and he called me to be his apostle. Just like the Lord Jesus Christ, when he was ministering as a prophet, he called Peter, John, and others to be his apostles. Just like Paul, when he was presenting his message in his time, he called Timothy and others to be his apostles. So this is what happens in each and every generation. When God sends a major prophet, it is the major prophet who will come and establish the ministers in his time. Even in the Old Testament, when God sent Moses, it was Moses who established the priesthood. So for one to become an apostle today, it is through our prophet that God has sent, who is Kacou Philippe. So it is through Kacou Philippe who saw the gift in me, and he called me to be his apostle. When Kacou Philippe comes here in Zimbabwe, all the apostles that he has chosen, if he finds us worthy, he is going to consecrate us. So this is what I can say in short to answer the question that you asked me.
Thank you very much, Apostle Brian. I really appreciate all of these wonderful explanations. As we are already at the end of our interview, a final word for those who follow you all over the world, and more precisely in Zimbabwe?
Okay, my last words that I can actually leave to the listeners and all the people around the world is that God has remembered us in this generation. That is why he sent to us a prophet by the name of Prophet Kacou Philippe. And this man Kacou Philippe, he has been sent by God from the year 1903, and he started to preach his message in 2002. and he has been preaching for more than 22 years. But without traveling his country, God took his message and he spread it in the entire earth. Without him, the prophet traveling. Just like a doctor who produces some medicine, and without the doctor traveling, the medicine will travel in the entire earth to heal the people. And it is through the message of Kacou Philippe that countless souls have experienced their healing, have experienced their deliverance, without the prophet praying for them, without the prophet laying hands on them. The message of Kacou Philippe has reached countries like Asia, countries of Asia, he have reached countries of Europe, countries of America, and countries of Africa. In the entire world, people, they know that there is a prophet who is called Prophet Kacou Philippe. And through his message, people, they have received healing. People, they have received deliverance. Now the prophet is coming to us. The prophet will be traveling the world to share this gift that he has with the people, this gift of healing and this gift of deliverance. So we are inviting you all to prepare for this great moment that will be coming in your countries. Kacou Philippe, his first trip is in South Africa, and after South Africa he is coming to Zimbabwe from the 3rd of April up to the 23rd of April. And you, the Zimbabweans, I am inviting you to come wherever Prophet Kacou Philippe will be, so that he can pray for you, so that he can help you in all the challenges that you have. So with Prophet Kacou Philippe, everything is simple. It's just the word and prayer, and you are healed of your problem, and you are delivered from all the things that are troubling you. So we are inviting you wherever you will be. Just come where Kacou Philippe will be having these healing services, with the faith that when the prophet will pray for me, I will be healed or I will be delivered. This is a time for God to show the truthfulness of the message that he gave to his servant, who is Prophet Kacou Philippe. So ngesindebele ke sithi izilungiseleleni ukuhlala nomprofeti uKacou Philippe ozabuya elizweni lakithi, lezi nkonzo zokusiliswa, lezi nkonzo zokuphulukiswa. Lapho likhona wozanini ngopholo lizohlangana lomprofeti uKacou Philippe, uzolithandazela zonke izinkinga zizochabalala ezimpilweni zenu. Kungani? Kungenxa yokuthi inkosi uJesu Kristu unguye izolo, namhlanje naphakade. Lokho akwenza ngabapostoli, lokho akwenza ngoMoses, namhlanje kumele akwenze ma eyiyo inkosi efanayo. So siyalimema sithi wozani lize lapho uProfeti Kacou Philippe azabe ekhona. Ngesishona sithi uyayi munjindo zethe zishashanyirwa nemprofeti Kacou Philippe muye mzosangana naye achakunamatirai muchapora. Thank you so much, my sister, for this opportunity that you gave me to share with the people concerning the good news of the travels of Prophet Kacou Philippe. Thank you so much.
Ndino tenda muapustora. It was a pleasure for me to have you on my set. Dear viewers, this is where our show ends today. Thanks again for all your support. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them down below and we will be happy to come back and answer them. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss out on anything. May God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Application, Matthew 25:6, for Android and iPhone. Photos and videos, songs and sermons. The entire message of Prophet Kacou Philippe, in a single, free application. You eat in a dream, you are chased in a dream, you are immobilized in your sleep, you have sexual intercourse in a dream, you have an incurable illness, you have blockages in your life, and you are tormented by evil spirits. The Matthew 25:6 application contains the solution for you.